it seems like AI has been just ever present for the last 3 years. Feel like we are sort of conditioned to go along with fads, and that people are sort of viewing this as a fad, and they're getting sick of it. They're getting to the end of like their attention span with AI. But I think that's a mistake
I do too.
because it would be tantamount in my mind to people getting sick of hearing about electricity
Mhm.
because of the way that it's totally terraforming the entire business, all kinds of business relationships, the way
Yes.
humans interact with each other, the way the products we're going to be creating in the
Yes.
future. I just think that we're going to really have to resist the temptation to just push it in the corner and focus on something else, because this is where the game's at, right?
Yep. I totally agree. There are companies and, scholars that are like, "Ah, it's a fad. We don't have to worry about it. You can ignore it." And for businesses, I'm looking at it like, hey, if you're a business from the 1920s and said, "I'm not gonna use this newfangled telephone because I like to be, upfront with my customers face to face or my employees or whoever else." It's like, well, that's great, but now try and imagine not being able to have telecommunications, at this day and age and be competitive. It would be nearly impossible. And I think that same aspect is coming into play with AI. There's still a lot of concern about data security in AI. So that's one of the things that, we at NEI are also very concerned about, and we're taking measures to make sure that our clients' data as well as our own internal data is not exposed to AI. Um, but on top of that, we still want to get the benefits and the efficiencies that AI brings to the table. So anytime you can go out and understand, really within a few hours, across the nation of like regulatory changes, what's changed? Well, we can now do that. Same thing, to an extent globally, you can do those same analyses where if we were to try to do that with, physical, employees, you're talking probably weeks and months to come to understanding, even if we had the time, the people to physically do the analysis. So that's where I think AI is here to stay.
Mhm.
Um, there's going to be some sort of security protocol that's going to come into play that will actually enable companies to leverage it. I mean, you can do it today. You can have an AI engine. You can download Meta's for free, drop it into your environment, encapsulate it so it can't touch the internet, and be able to train it to do certain types of internal, automations with your own PII data and your own or your clients', data, and be pretty secure that, yeah, okay, this is safe. Um, but in terms of actually hooking it up to a cloud-based platform and not allowing PII, not allowing that public, that private information to get across, that's a little bit more challenging right now. So, but I think within probably months that's going to be completely solved, and we'll be off and running in that space as well.